right, we're walking another farm in North Missouri, and this one's a good one. Got a lot of good history with really big deer being killed in this area. This is a creek bottom, kind of river bottom kind of scenario. So you can see a couple hundred yards in the winter. You know, in the spring and fall, you probably can't see quite as far, but got some possibilities of probably could select cut, increase some bedding areas. You know, I'm a big fan of these farms, mainly because of filming turkey hunts. You get to see that turkey come from a ways away. So got a lot of big trees like this. This tree, it's a lot bigger than I am. Big oak tree, possible big roost tree. A lot of tracks everywhere. Haven't found a whole lot of rubs, but I haven't found a little thick spot yet either, where a buck would tend to bed for the day. But we're gonna take a little walk around, see what else we can see. Right now there's tracks everywhere. I mean, absolutely everywhere. So this is a wide and long piece of cover up and down this creek for miles, surrounded by ag. So it's gonna have a lot of deer. I've already seen a lot of deer. I've probably seen 20 or 30 deer so far, and we're just getting started. So we're gonna keep walking and see what we got. There's a ton of deer up here in front of us. We've got the snow on, but it's got ice on top and it's loud. But there's like 20 deer right there. So I was stopping actually just to film. You can see right here behind me. I'll show you, but a whole bunch of beds around the snag. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff moving. There's also a bunch of turkey tracks back there too. Kind of hard to see, but yeah, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, at least 8 beds right here. 9, 10, 11 beds. So just using that little bit of cover at this snag. They're catching sunlight here all day. I would put this farm as being a really good late season farm. It'd be a really fun cruising and rut farm. But the amount of deer, I mean, I don't have my good camera with me, but I can just see deer tails right there. Just keep going. Just keep going. So we're gonna walk up a little further, show you these beds real quick. Yeah, you definitely want to take a look at this farm. Maybe on a warmer day, but it's real good. And I've got some pictures to be able to show everybody, and I'll be working on a management plan on this one. There's a few things I can see right now that we can do and make this really, really good, or at least a little easier to hunt. So, but yeah, this is tore up. Big rub and more beds. Definitely buck bedding area. It's another inside corner. A lot of deer here and quite a few rubs that I can see. Old rubs, new rubs. Big rub right here. Not bad. See quite a few more. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that. You see all those deer moving back there. There's a big group of bucks all piled in there, about 10 or so. Oh yeah, there's a ton of deer. It's really thick back in there too, so pretty good bedding area. go a little further, and then we'll leave them alone. All right, there's absolutely deer everywhere. I was coming over here to look at these beds right there, and then that is a monster scrape, and a scrape that they're using. This is about the size of me. Not much of a licking branch, but definitely a big scrape. Beds, tracks. It's everywhere. It's not really just down trails. Pretty cool. They catch sun all day right here. It's so flat, it's not like hill country deer where they're going to be on the south, the south facing slope. So sun's starting right there. It's going to end right over there. So they're catching all the sun they can, and they've got quick access to food plus all this browse. Another bed, another 2 beds. Tore up. Absolutely tore up. Where we're at in Missouri, and a lot of other places, but winter time, they tend to all just go to these river bottoms and just yard up like they would up north. And good sun, good cover, and food usually all on all sides. So I've seen some pretty big deer groups today. Everything's been hammering acorns here. So turkey tracks, deer tracks, you can see all that behind me. That's all animals. Pretty much eaten probably the last acorns that are out here, which are probably the least favorable, which would be pin oaks. Still good for them, but they're gonna eat the white oaks and the other oaks a lot quicker. So, but there's a whole bunch of scratching and digging right here, and lots of tracks coming up on that inside corner again. Got an old bridge where the county road used to go through, and yeah, that bridge needs some work, but good for deer. Nobody can come through here. And you got all that creek bottom, and doesn't look like the creek gets up too high. Looks like it does flood, but not real bad. There's the creek. About 10-12 yards right here. Probably deep here on this bend, but there's a little ripple right there. You can see where deer and stuff are crossing. All right, doing a little more walking, and as you can see, pretty good trail. Got this little hump that overlooks this bottom of kind of like warm season CRP style grasses. Got a food plot, or what could be a food plot on in there, but definitely a buck bedding area. Yeah, I would have high expectations of this spot right here. I can see some pretty good rubs. I actually was on this farm before the snow, and there is a ton of big rubs up in there. Got any more questions, give me, Nathan Wilt, a call, or Sed Gilworth. Follow the link for more information in the video, and hope to see you on this farm.